Hello everyone, welcome to Aware Education. So, in previous session we have used the gas sensor and we have seen the value of the gas sensor on serial monitor. But in today's session, what we are going to do, we are going to make it useful. So we are going to design or make a circuit for the gas leakage sensor detector. So whenever, let's suppose, if we set certain amount of value, let's suppose 10%, 15%, 16% value, then what will do, it will do when the value of the gas in the atmosphere or the sensor where the sensor is placed reaches or increases more than that the desired value, then what will happen? It will turn on the buzzer, or maybe it will turn on the light or anything else. It will maybe provide a signal, or we can use a display to display it that the leakage of the gas is detected. So let's start with the circuit, and I'm not going to explain the circuit in detail because we have already completed the circuit. So what we are going to do, we are going to quickly make the circuit, and then we will go for the programming section. Okay. So just insert Arduino a breadboard and a register. I will show the value of the register also, and then insert a gas sensor. Okay. So do the connection as we have earlier done, like B1, B2 and H2 with the 5 volt. Connect it with the 5 volt, and then connect the H1 with the ground, and connect the A1 with the help of resistor, that is 4.7 K value, 4.7 kilo ohm value of resistor with the ground, and common the ground is ground. So you can see we have just did the connection. We can directly connect this ground with that one also, but generally we should not make that much connection, or if we have to connect the 5 volt, we can connect from here. So if we do the connection side by side, it looks cleaner, and it is easier to use. So now, as in previous session, we have done like connect the A2 of the sensor with any analog pin. I have connected it with the A5. So let's go for the coding section. Okay. So just for reference, or we can say in previous session we have did this programming, but in today's session our programming is going to be different because our task is different. So if we have to like turn an indicator on, or maybe if we want to turn the buzzer on, we can use them. So connect the ground of the buzzer with the ground, connect the ground of LED with the ground, connect the positive of LED with the pin you want to connect. Okay. So let's suppose I want to connect it with the pin number 8. So simply just connect them both to the same pin. Okay. So in circuit what I have done, I have just like connected two pins, or let's suppose if don't want to use the buzzer, just remove it, don't use it. And if let's suppose you want to connect like another LED that might be green, so change the color of the LED to green and common the ground. So we have connected the ground. And this is let's suppose red. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this LED with another pin. Okay. So now we have two LEDs, green and red, and we have a sensor over here. So as connection was like previously in what we have done in previous session. So now let's move to coding section. So we have added two more. So what we are going to do, as previously we have defined integer value of sensor A5. Now what we are going to do, we are going to define two more LED. Int red equal to, we have connected the red LED with the pin number 8, and we have connected the green LED green with the 11. Okay, and now we have to define the pin mode. So in pin mode what we are going to do, we are going to define red as output and we are going to define green LED as the output. So we have defined these things, and we have we have started serial bin 9600. Now because it is a different thing, so we need not to print the value of this serial bin the value. So what we are going to do, we are going to remove this value. So let's look in the white loop what we have done. So white setup is clear because we have just did nothing. We have just defined the pin mode and we have started the serial communication. In white loop, what we are doing, we are initializing our integer value, and we are taking the value as an analog read of sensor, and then we have mapped the value from. So the value which Arduino reads is lying between 300 to 750, and the value which is desired by us is in between 0 to 100. So to convert the value in this range, what we have done, we have used the map function. So this is format of map function, that is map the value or the data you want to map. So these two are function are like imin and imax, that is initial or input value of minimum and input value of maximum. So these are the range of input, and this is output minimum and output maximum. So that is O in and O max. Okay, so O min and O max. So that's how we map. Okay, so let's start our task of today. So what we are going to do, we are going to compare the value as we were comparing the doorbell and other function also we have did this. So we will compare the value. So now because we have mapped the value, so first we read the value that was raw data and now we have mapped the value, and after the mapping what we are doing, we are comparing. So make sure if you have mapped the value, then your range will be in between 0 and 100. So I know that my value is going to be in between 0 and 100. So let's suppose I want to detect the gas at 10% or 20%. What will I do? I will simply change the value. So if the value, let's suppose greater than or equal to 20. So what I have done? I have just did nothing. I compared the value. If it is greater than 20, then the statement or the task you want to perform, then what I am going to do? Digital write, digital write. I am going to write the value like red high and simultaneously I am going to turn off the green light. Okay, so digital write green comma low. So this is what we have done. If the value is increasing, if value is more than 20%, or if the leakage is more than 20%, we are going to perform certain tasks, and else what we are going to do? Else we are going to perform another task. In else section, what we are going to turn off the red light and turn on the so green will be turned on, that is high. So our parameter has been completed, and let's suppose if I have mapped the value and I want to print the value, what we can do? I can do like simply serial print serial dot print. If let's suppose I don't want to print the value but I want to print a message, then what I can do, I can print the message in this section. So whenever this is high, I can print danger. Let's suppose I want to print danger. Serial dot. So let's suppose I want to print danger message. Danger. So in this section, whenever gas limit is more than 20%, I can print that message danger, and if it is less than 20%, I can print like safe. So, and in at the end we can put a delay to make sure our message is maybe 100. So we have programmed it as far as, and now let's check that whether our programming is going to work fine or not. So it is asking that there is some error. So here is the error, E is missing, and then here also E is missing. Okay, so let's, so now we can see our LED is on, and we can see there is a signal that we have not connected any register to the LED. So make sure whenever you connect a register with the LED. Okay, so let's suppose our, so serial monitor is printing safe, and if I go closer, it is printed, it started to print danger, and our green light is turned off and the red light is turning on. As we go away, what happens? Green light turns on and red light turns off. So now it's showing safe, and here our LED is also showing safe. So if you go closer, what happens? The other things happens like danger and red light is on. So thank you everyone, and make sure to connect a register. So what you will have to do, you will have to just like place it away, and also place this one away, and place two register in between. So now I have connected the register. So because I have connected it, let's check again. Okay, now the that sign has been removed, and from the both LED. Okay, so thank you everyone, meet you in the next session.